President William Samoei Ruto is expected to announce or to appoint the new members of his cabinet immediately he jets back or he returns into the country. However, recently, there were some confusions among the current cabinet secretaries who were appointed by the former regime, by the retired President Uhuru Kenyatta, on whether they should leave that office or they should stay in that office simply because their term in that office is limited and it is expired. Therefore, they are expecting to officially hand over or to transition their powers to the new members who will be appointed by the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Now, William Ruto made it very clear yesterday, and he issued some of the instructions through the head of public service by the name Joseph Kinyua. And William Ruto made it very clear that the current CS and the PS should stay or they should still remain in the office until the president unveils his new team. However, Dr. William Samoei Ruto issued some of the instructions which we are going to do or we are going to look at briefly in this video. But remember that the current CS and the PS were still the ones who were being used by the previous regime led by Uhuru Kenyatta to frustrate Dr. William Samoei Ruto. However, others were good people. They did nothing to Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Somebody like the Interior CS by the name Fred Matiang'i, who participated in campaigns. Actually, around almost the current cabinet secretaries, all of them participated in Raila Amolo Odinga's campaign, majority of them. And according to the Constitution of Kenya, if you want to participate in politics, you must resign first as the CS or the PS. Somebody like the CS for IT by the name Joe Musheru, who was used by the previous regime to frustrate Dr. William Samoei Ruto so badly. And they are still in that office. So this is what Dr. William Samoei Ruto has said to them, the instruction that he has given them. First of all, William Ruto has issued red alerts to the current CS and the PS. Therefore, they should never, at any given chance, leave this country. You know, for example, somebody like the Interior CS by the name Fred Matiang'i, according to the sources, is that Fred Matiang'i had already resigned long time ago, and immediately Dr. William Samoei Ruto was announced or was declared as the official president of the Republic of Kenya. So Fred Matiang'i resigned, and he was expected to leave this country so that he can secure a job elsewhere outside the country. So with that move by Dr. William Samoei Ruto of issuing the red alerts, I personally don't believe that Fred Matiang'i will be able to leave the country until Dr. William Samoei Ruto returns and appoints the new members of his cabinet and uplifts officially the red alerts so that he can leave. The second point, Dr. William Samoei Ruto has made it very clear about their roles. And he has made it very clear that their roles or the roles of all the state officials, the current state officials who are appointed by Uhuru Kenyatta, the retired president of Kenya, the roles of the state officials will be limited to the general administration and their portfolio. So basically, the president, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, has officially stripped their powers, some of their duties. So they are just there without anything, without duties. They are limited. Their powers are now limited. And the third point is that William Samoei Ruto has made it very clear that they shall not cause any appointments of members of board of management. I saw recently some of the CSs were still appointing some new members or some members. They were still executing some duties. So officially, Dr. William Samoei Ruto has brought that to an end. And the third point is that they shall not issue any policy announcement unless a sanction by His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya. Now, let me give you an example of the CS for Health, Mutahi Kagwe. Mutahi Kagwe is still in that office, very active. He is still performing the duties as usual. For example, I was hearing recently when he was announcing the current situation of the COVID. He was announcing the numbers of people who have attracted the COVID-19. So Dr. William Samoei Ruto has made it very clear that he has limited him in that function, that he should not issue any policy or any announcement unless sanctioned by excellence, unless Dr. William Samoei Ruto executes that order, that now you can announce, you can still proceed with that work. But unless Dr. William Samoei Ruto returns into the country and appoints his new members to carry out that activity. And by the way, some of the PSs and some of the cabinet secretaries will still remain in power. It does not mean that Dr. William Samoei Ruto has to chase all of them away. No, I don't believe that will happen. Another thing, they shall not effect payments exceeding 50 million without approval and verification by the National Assembly. You know, the work of the CSS and the PS, one of their duties was to effect payments, issuing contracts, and all others. So anything which will effect around 50 million and above without the approval of the Treasury. And you know, before the Treasury approves your request to execute any payment or to effect any payment, the Treasury must come to an agreement with Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, so that he can execute that order. Therefore, you have no powers. And the way things are right now as we speak, Dr. William Samoei Ruto is very keen, is very strict on the Treasury. Before any money is released from the Treasury, Dr. William Samoei Ruto is very keen on where that money will go and how that money will be used. You know, in the previous regime of Uhuru Kenyatta, you know, the Treasury will just distribute money anyhowly. That is why the situation of the corruption cases were random. And many people were accused of corruption, but nothing was done to them because of the state capture. Because the same people were well known by the retired President Uhuru Kenyatta. So this time round, Dr. William Samoei Ruto is very strict at them. But the question is, why is William Samoei Ruto doing all this? Why is he issuing all these instructions? This is the question which we are going to discuss briefly on this video. But before that, if you're watching this video for the first time, please support me by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Please give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend my channel to reach out to other people. And to my subscribers, to my loyal viewers also, I just want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for your support. You can also support this channel by sharing this video. Also, you can press that notification bell so that each and every time I upload a video on this platform, YouTube will be able to automatically notify you that I have uploaded a video. But remember that each and every day you must find 2 videos on this platform. Therefore, thank you so much. Point number 1. William Ruto is doing all this simply because he wants to ensure proper and smooth handover or proper transition of power. You know, the current CSS, if they just leave the office that way, without anything, without handing over power, you know, that one will not happen. That's not good. Because this is a new member. These are new members appointed by the new regime, by the new administration. Very fresh. So they should hand over power. They should hand over the notes officially to the appointed cabinet secretaries. That is the first point. Ensure proper handover and smooth handover. You know, power is not about enmity. You just, when your time is up, when your time is expired, then you just hand over power to the person to take charge. The second thing, why is William Samoei Ruto issuing the red alerts? So that he can ensure, you know, maybe some current CSS committed a lot of mistakes. They really they misused the resources. So therefore, majority of them are trying to leave the country, to go to exile, to leave this country and never return, you know, something like that. But William Samoei Ruto will be able to track them So before you exit this country, you must be clean enough before leaving. And the third point is that William Samoei Ruto has limited their powers simply because their term is over in the office. Their term is over. They worked or they served in their previous administration, but this time round, their time is over and it's expired. I don't know what you think, but that was my video for today. Thank you so much for watching my videos and see you in the next video. Thank you so much, guys.